What is good, YouTube? It's Coffee back at it, man. And be careful out there, everyone, man. We know there's always a lot of sickness and death going on in the world, no question, man. And if you out there living that single life, partying it up and whatnot, be careful, man. You don't want to catch some ish that ain't never gonna go away. You don't want to be out here like a real life scratch and sniff. That is some nasty ish, man. But I don't know if you guys saw this. There's a lot of information coming out, man, in regards to one of the biggest cities in America allegedly burning and just passing around all kinds of sick STDs, man.
You got enough wisdom to know 42,000 new HIV diagnoses last week. Keep listening to Sexxy Red. Bow, bow, bow. Keep listening to the City Girls. See, what they won't tell you, that this is the dark side that comes with this lifestyle that they promote. What Megan Thee Stallion said, I don't want to be saved, don't save me. See, I got enough wisdom to know there are some women who don't want to be saved. They don't want the wisdom, the knowledge, the education. They just want to be picked. They just want to be sexualized. The Bible calls them a reprobate mind. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to stay in my Bible, and I'm going to stay in my bag, and I'm going to stay out the way. Because God's way is the safest. And I guarantee you, about 70% of those new diagnoses are Gen Z, 27 and below. Houston.
So that is just like one version of this viral news story in which I'm speaking of. Like, a lot of content creators have been creating content off this, right? And that was like befuddling and flabbergasting to me that 42 or 40,000 plus, not just STD cases in H-Town in a week. This individual was talking about 40,000 plus new HIV cases in a week. I was like, can this be? That's insane. You know what I mean? And you see, when you fact check this, it's indicating that this is not accurate. I mean, that would be, in my opinion, right, like epidemic levels of just not STD spreadery, HIV spreadery. 42 or 40,000 plus in a week. That is absolutely mind blowing and bonkers. And I'm not trying to like shift the whole thing and say, don't worry about it. No cap, man. It's dangerous out here, man. Strap up. Like, you're someone who lives in Florida and they say stay strapped with a gun on them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Stay strapped like you live in a pro-gun state. I mean, real talk, no matter what the numbers coming out are reporting or what anything is indicating or you're hearing from anyone, you should always just be playing it safe out there, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to be gambling with your life or your HEALTH, especially when it comes to, like I said, turning into a real life scratch and sniff display, pause, yuck, or catching some ish that's going to put you in the dirt early in life. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, I can only imagine at some point with all the nasty ish going on and all the ish that's already out there, like, we're going to end up with some super mutated form or some kind of, like, you know what I mean, cocktail of different diseases coming together, you know what I'm saying? And your jump off just falls off, pause, and you're dead in 6 months. Like, seriously, that's some scary ish. But you see, it's just indicating that was the amount of tests that were issued in that current time period or whatever. And, this whole narrative of 40,000 plus STD cases or HIV new cases in a week is just not true. I mean, that would just be like earth-shattering, staggering numbers, man. And this is something that more and more, like I said, this is something people should always be just preparing to be safe, but shifting into this new world where OnlyFans is a thing, and people are creating content in that way, and more social network, and like just different things, scripts, morals, and just everyday life lessons when you're growing up. Like, it's getting X'd out on a more active level every day. I mean, it's seriously scary parenting in this new society, y'all. And you heard that woman mentioning artists like Sexxy, Red, Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? These hoes don't want to be saved. What does everyone think when it comes to that? Do you guys think that this is, as far as those artists, what they're talking about, that this is nothing new, that we've seen that type of lyrical content from female MCs before, like Lil' Kim, for instance, or jump in the comments with any other artists, female artists, male artists, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys think there's a new initiative where it's being put out there more and more to program individuals who are coming up to just be out there loosey-goosey with it? Or is that, is it on a different level nowadays, or has it always been that way and it's the same way, or what? Like I was talking about just in the content space with OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? Like 10 years ago or so, when people started finding out you could get a bag off the internet, people were like, yo, I want to do YouTube, or I want to do this or that. Now, like, you got individuals really being like, oh, I can make X-rated content from home and I can get a bag like that. And, that's a bit scary to me, as I was talking about a little earlier in this video. But I don't know. I'm just, again, curious to know what everyone thinks. If it's just on an all new level these days, if it's a new agenda, if it's the same thing and it's just being put more in everyone's face because of social network, or what. Jump in the comments and let's talk about it. But again, this viral news story, when being looked into deeper, is saying that the numbers and percentages we're talking about here, that the data just does not back that up as being actual factual. And it's just something that happens a lot when it comes to the blogosphere, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just speaking of something like this, just in general, like some misinfo can get out there. That's just the way of the blogosphere. People latch on to news stories and put them out there. And more people will jump on the story and it go viral in many different ways. But, every now and then, something that is just not accurate gets out there and gets pushed around like it's the truth. And data here is saying that this is not the truth. So hit the comments. Let's talk about it all. Be safe and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.